I enjoy a good conspiracy theory as much as the next person. I like the idea that a possible zombie apocalypse could happen one day. I like the idea that at one point in time, humanity will crumble and lawlessness will take over the land, and it will be a game of survival, and the zombies will roam the earth, and that's going to be the Walking Dead, all that crap. It's a fun thing to hypothesize about. It's a fun thing to joke about. But we're in a weird situation now where apparently in 24 states, a zombie deer disease is happening, and it could spread to humans. Supposedly. 24 states, a zombie deer disease. This is real. This ain't an episode of The Walking Dead. This isn't something you might see on AMC. This is literally a thing. It's called the chronic wasting disease, or CWD. It's been reported in 24 states and 2 Canadian provinces. It infects deer, elk, and moose. Some are calling it the zombie deer disease because of its symptoms, but at this point, there is literally there's been no case studies in humans. Right? There's been no case studies in humans. There's no reason to fear the zombie deer disease impacting humans right now, but it could happen. It could happen here. Now, Michael Osterholm, the director for the Center for Infectious Disease Research and Policy, told lawmakers recently that the chronic wasting disease should be treated as a public health issue, saying that it is probable that human cases of CWD associated with the consumption of contaminated meat will be documented in the years ahead. It is possible that the number of human cases will be substantial and that these are not isolated events. Now, he was speaking to this to Minnesota's legislators while they were looking to, introduce bills that address the state's growing problems with CWD. And there's been some concern about how bad this should be for hunters, right? Who go out and kill deer. Do they need to have them tested first for CWD? And to give you an idea of just where in the United States these are being impacted, this is a map of the United States right here. We can see that Montana, Colorado is almost completely infected. Parts of North Dakota, Illinois, definitely, Michigan is hit, Wisconsin is hit, and some of the other states in there, even as going as far as parts of Texas and New Mexico, this disease shall travel. In fact, there are 35 cases in southeastern Minnesota, and that have been in farmed deer and wild deer since 2016. And that's just crazy. That is just absolutely crazy. Now, the CWC is again, it's a situation that people are worried about it impacting humans. Now, this is what it does to a deer. It's caused by a malformed protein or prion that infects animals' brains. And that's why they're calling it the zombie deer disease. Now, what it does, this is how it impacts the zombie. And imagine if this somehow became transmutated and ended up infecting a human and giving them the exact same situation. It kind of comes across a little bit like bath salts out of Florida. What it does is it's drastic weight loss, stumbling, lack of coordination, listlessness, drooling, lack of fear of people, and aggression. The sort of thing you would see like in a zombie show, essentially. The sort of thing you would see in a zombie show is what this thing puts out there. So think about it. If this got into the general populace and people were contracting this, they would be way more aggressive and they would have lack of coordination and they could just start attacking. Now, look, this is all hypothesis. This is all at this point in time, just fake news, fake story. It's all out there for whatever, but it could possibly spread through contaminated bodily fluids and tissue through environmental exposure, such as drinking food or water. And this is how scientists believe the CWC could make its way into the populace. And then who's to say after that whether or not it becomes a sexually transmitted disease? You never really know. And this is prion diseases like this have actually made the jump from animals to humans. So it is not out of the realm of possibility for the zombie deer disease to become an actual human epidemic. And they want it treated. it's a public health issue. You know, just like all the measles outbreaks in southern Washington and Portland, Oregon, because of unvaccinated idiots. With more and more people that aren't vaccinating themselves, something like this could happen. We're coming up on a time where people are just, I don't want to take care of myself. So they don't care. And they might end up finding themselves in a situation where they just get absolutely screwed by this disease. And I don't know if it's like life-threatening. I don't even know if there's a cure for it. All I know is something called the zombie deer disease exists. And it's happening in multiple states and in Canada. It's been around for a couple years, and they're worried that it's going to get worse. So maybe once The Walking Dead actually ends, AMC now has a new show to profit off of. Hey, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Since you're here, why don't leave a comment? Let me know what you think about stuff. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do that as well. You check out any of these great, fantastic, amazing commentary tracks by me. That's right. I'm not egotistical or narcissistic at all. I'm just your average, everyday, normal YouTuber. Thanks for watching.